American military power is not loud. It doesn't need to be. Its real strength is felt long before any war begins.
With forces positioned across oceans and continents, the United States operates on a global military scale no other nation has ever maintained.
In modern U.S. strategy, constant presence often prevents conflict. Sometimes, simply being there is the most powerful move.
Deterrence works when the cost is undeniable. Not the threat of war, but the certainty that war won't pay.
Credibility is built in routine, not headlines. Presence, training, and readiness, repeated until they become unquestioned.
In strategy, speed is leverage. Arrive early, and you shape the options before they harden.
Forward presence is not a message of attack. It is a reserve of options, held in place before crisis arrives.
Power is proven by what you can stop, including your own escalation. Control is the real advantage.
Every decision carries risk, strategic, political, and human. The goal is advantage without losing control.
Strategy depends on structure. How forces are organized determines how fast they can be used or held back. Modern operations are joint by design. Different domains, one synchronized decision. Integration multiplies strength, not by adding more force, but by connecting what already exists. Information is terrain now. See more, decide faster, and you shape events before they unfold. Decision advantage isn't panic speed, it's discipline speed, fast enough to lead, stable enough to stay right. Technology doesn't create strategy, it amplifies it when leadership knows what it's trying to achieve.
Space enables persistent awareness. See farther, earlier, and crises become predictable instead of surprising. Cyber conflict is often silent. It targets confidence and function before it ever targets territory.
Data doesn't guarantee truth, but it can reduce uncertainty, and uncertainty is where mistakes begin. Perception shapes behavior, influence decisions, and you can change outcomes without changing force.
Military power is rarely the first move. It supports diplomacy, economics, and technology, all aimed at shaping the environment. Alliances expand reach, and they share risk, turning isolated strength into collective stability.
Partnership is not a slogan. It is interoperability, training until different forces operate as one system.
Regional balance is strategic insurance. It prevents any single actor from rewriting the rules by force.
Forward presence stabilizes by default. It reduces uncertainty, and uncertainty is what turns tension into crisis. Global power is expensive, not just in money, but in attention, readiness, and political will.
Strategy collapses without sustainment. Logistics is the hidden backbone that turns plans into real capability.
Some challenges avoid direct confrontation. They exploit gaps, time, attention, and uncertainty.
In a democracy, force is never purely military. It is constrained by oversight, law, politics, and public trust.
Miscalculation rarely looks dramatic at first. It starts as an assumption and grows when nobody challenges it. Strategy is never finished. It adapts to technology, geography, and rivals, or it becomes predictable.
The modern contest is multi-domain. Pressure can come from anywhere, so resilience must exist everywhere. The best outcome is prevention. When deterrence holds, victory is measured by the war that never happens.
Patience is a strategic asset. Outlast pressure, and you force opponents to spend more than they can sustain. Readiness is built in repetition, not to chase conflict, but to ensure competence if conflict is forced.
Stability is the objective. When systems keep moving, security has done its job.
U.S. military strategy is not constant war. It is constant positioning, so war becomes the worst option for everyone.
Deterrence succeeds quietly. No explosions. Just a reality where escalation makes no sense.
The strongest signal is restraint. Power that can act, but chooses the right moment to not act.
Strategy is measured in decades, because the world changes slowly until it changes all at once.
In the end, the goal is simple: shape the environment so force becomes unnecessary.